Hey guys, welcome to an all-new episode of Collection Expansion Extravaganza right here on ToyWorldOrder.com, starring me, Duvall, and my wife, Carrie Duvall. Oh, she's so cute. She's a brat. Gang, we're back with an all-new episode. Of course, this show is all about the stuff that Carrie and I find at flea markets, garage sales, antique malls, estate sales, auctions, and so much more. The stuff we find out in the wild when we're out exploring and looking, making trips and whatnot. We usually like to stop. You know, we make a trip, we stop at every Goodwill we find, and
we can't just go somewhere.
No.
I mean, a simple trip somewhere turns into a 3-hour excursion into every antique mall on the way. Yeah, this is my life, people.
And I think Carrie said that one time too. We were going to St. Louis, and she's like, "Look, we're going there, and we're coming home. We're not going to make stop after stop."
That didn't last.
It didn't happen because then Carrie would be like, "Well, let's go here."
I did not.
Yeah. I'd be like, "Oh, well, we're right next to this place," and she's like, "Well, let's stop." And we stopped.
That's not how it happened.
At one point, she got angry, and then that anger dissipated really quick. She's like, "See, this is what I was talking about. We stop, and I'm
why
like,
do you make why do you gotta tell stories? None of that's true.
But again, we're back with some awesome stuff. I think Carrie's got some cute stuff set up out here, ready to talk
all
about
this. And this.
What are you doing?
Next, no, I'm just kidding. Let's do this lunchbox.
Are you sure you don't want to do cute stuff first? Okay, all right.
This lunchbox here. I don't remember where we got this. No thermos.
No thermos, but it's a Looney Tunes recess box.
Yeah.
It had to be in the 90s because they're all wearing rollerblades. Oh, yeah.
I don't know where we picked this up. I wonder if this came in a lot of other stuff, because I don't see that we would have just bought this by itself.
You know, I don't remember. It might be one of the last few lunch boxes from an estate sale earlier, 2014, we went to.
They were only like $2. So yeah, I could see us buying it.
It might have been one of those. Because we came home with so many plastic lunch boxes because we grabbed handfuls of them, whether we wanted them or not, because we're like, they're $2, grab them all! So that's what happens. And even she was like, do it, get them! So I think it's true.
Stories again. Stories.
But it's a cute little lunchbox. It's a great little plastic lunchbox piece. Considering that they really aren't making plastic lunchboxes like this anymore at all. Now it's like bags and weird. I don't know what it is anymore. It's sad.
Insulated 31 lunch boxes and stuff.
Everyone wants that crap.
We got plastic this cute. Stuff.
A great.
It was a quarter.
Yeah, it was. I think we found this at. I don't know where we found this at. It was a Savers or.
I don't know.
It is a Fraggles.
It's like a yard sale.
Yeah, it's a Fraggles favorite games and puzzles, and it's a very odd.
And I don't think it had been used, right?
No, it had not been. But there's some really great. Okay. What? Okay, go ahead. Just you.
No, I'm just kidding.
There's some really great art, classic hand-drawn artwork, illustrated by. It's on the front here. It's illustrated by Lauren Atinello, and it's written by Leanne Bionish. And just some gorgeous, it's Tales of the Fraggles. We're looking at it, they can't see it.
I know, I'm trying to find a good picture.
Oh, okay.
Sheesh, connect the dots.
Yeah, connect the dots and stuff. Alphabet beer soup. Just some interesting, do what red does. Some really
Sing
cute,
a song and
really cute illustrations for a cool little games.
Well, it's just hard for us to find stuff like this that hasn't been written in or drawn.
And we've come across a lot of antique malls. We'll find stacks of coloring books, and they're like, "Oh, cool, let's look at those." And then you start looking through them, and it's like, "Oh, well, that's not going to work because they're either water damaged or somebody has colored them not well." Somebody was like, "Yeah, everything's brown, everything's green. Just color it all like that." So it's very rare to.
Copyright 1985. So the fact that it went that long without somebody drawing in it, and, messing it up. So a quarter. It was only a quarter.
Couldn't pass it up, especially being Fraggle Rock. It's like that's got to come home with us. So keeping on with the Muppet stuff, we've got a couple of these 24-piece Muppet puzzles, and these are complete. We did prize because look how big the pieces are. For God's sakes. There's 24 pieces in here.
I don't know. This might be too difficult for us.
They're all there. Look at the size of those pieces. Look at the size of the pieces next to Carrie's head. They're immense. Of course, these were preschool puzzles, ages 3 to 6. So they were, You know, they're 12.5 by 15-inch puzzles. Just some really cute designs. You know, the Sesame Street gang, including Elmo playing on the swings.
And this one, they're baking some.
Yeah.
Well, it looks like some cookies for.
Don Marie, they're baking muffins, and Cookie Monster says, "Om nom nom nom." These probably would have been in the 90s. This one was 89. So Elmo was just at the starting to rise in popularity.
Where'd you find that at?
It's on the side here.
Oh, mine was 1990.
Yep, this one's 1989. So this would have been since Elmo is kind of shown here and with the rest of the gang. It would have been right around that time that he was gaining in popularity. So
then you hit 50 cents here.
You hit like 95, 96 when Tickle Me Elmo came out, and that's when it exploded. So pretty cute little puzzles though for some preschool size puzzles. Neat little stuff. Carrie's got a couple of cute little stuffed animals here. This one would have been Big and Breakfast Baby, so it would have been kind of this would have been done during the beanie craze. But it's Lucky from Lucky Charms. Well, yeah, 97 General Mills.
I think he came in a lot with some other stuff.
He did come in a lot.
I don't see us buying this by himself.
No, he did come in a lot with other stuff. And we were like, well, we'll keep Lucky because why not? He's kind of cute.
There's 7 of them altogether.
There's
like
Chip the
Cheerio
Cookie Hound, Honey Nut Cheerio, Lucky the Leprechaun, Trix Rabbit, Wendell the Baker, which was from Cinnamon Toast Crunch, Count Chocula, and Sonny the Cuckoo Bird. Huh. So some neat little cereal mascots.
Well, now we got to get the other 6.
Maybe we'll find them. We'll come across them eventually. But Lucky's pretty cute though, and of course, like I said, this was at the time the craze of the Beanie Babies that were, they were selling out,
yeah.
and everyone was making their own Beanie Babies, trying to get in on that craze, and that's where these came from. And some cool stuff came out of that, and some really awful stuff came out of that. So it just depends on what you're looking for.
He's covered in cat hair.
He is covered in cat hair.
Icky.
This is actually a McDonald's toy, and we'll actually open them up so people can see. I know, right? This was Big Al from the live-action Country Bear Jamboree movie. That is super creepy if you've ever seen it. It's not a great movie. It is a really, really creepy movie. But this was Big Al, and of course I was like, well, it's Big Al. We'll get him because he's a very classic character from the original Country Bear Jamboree. But they were soft. McDonald's made these soft stuffed figures with these.
The dog wants up here.
Yeah, with these rubber plates all the way over there behind the camera, with these really funky plastic faces that were kind of neat. A very interesting little line. We've got a few of these. It's not something we've actively collected, but it's stuff that I'm sure Carrie looks like a weirdo because you can just see her off camera like standing there. It's very interesting, interesting pieces there. Again, it's not a line that we actively are collecting, but it's a line that when we find him for I think we paid $0.25 for him, if that. Yeah, I think we paid $0.25. We were like, yeah, he's $0.25. Why not? Let's grab him. So pretty cool, pretty neat little item. Next up, we've got another beanie, and this is actually one of the Disney beanies from the Disney Store. This would have been something Disney Store released, and this is actually the Tramp from Lady and the Tramp.
I'm back!
Hey, man!
One of these days we'll be able to do an episode without somebody driving me crazy.
I know. This is actually Tramp from Lady and the Tramp, and he's really cool. He's made, but his belly is all like this soft fur, and his face is all this soft fur, so he looks kind of scraggly, but he's not. He's a pretty cute little piece, and when we are out and about, Carrie likes to find Disney beanies, especially if something we don't have. She digs them out, and we grab them, mostly because she's mad because at an APL sale we went to a couple of years ago, they had just bags and bags and bags full of Disney beanies.
They had every beanie there was. Of course, we couldn't buy them all.
Carrie only grabbed a few, but there was a guy that was grabbing everything he could.
Yeah. We got quite a bit, but
we did. But we still find some that we haven't seen before.
We see them out all the time, usually. But
so,
yeah.
So Tramp, he's a tramp, doo-doo-doo, but I love him. Sorry. Cute little beanie, though.
Tramp. I wonder if they think now that maybe they shouldn't use that.
It was a different time. It was a different time, people.
Because
he's not a time.
He's not a tramp.
It meant a different thing back then. Did not mean what it means today. It meant a completely different opposite thing. And last but not least, on the cute stuff at least, we've got this awesome Fisher-Price Bert. Probably from the late 70s, early 80s. His tag has been long gone, though. Somebody pulled it off. And his hair, his little tuft of hair is starting to peel away, but we can fix that. That's not a problem. But this little Bert, he's got a soft body, and then he's got these hard rubber hands and a hard rubber face. And the face is in pretty good condition, The eyebrows are still complete. He's got a little bit of paint missing off his nose. Carrie wants to shave his eyebrows.
I need to get some tweezers and just make him 2 eyebrows and not 1.
He's not supposed to have 2 eyebrows. He is Bert. He's got a single unibrow.
He's not going to get any women looking like that. Oh,
I think people would argue that Bert probably wouldn't get any women.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A little bit of controversy there,
Yeah.
but it's not, but there is. But Bert, the brow was used, I mean, on the Muppet, the brow was expressive because it can move on its own.
I know.
So that's kind of why they did this. No matching Ernie, but we kind of keep our eyes open for stuff like this. You know, of course we love Muppets and love Sesame Street and stuff, as well as Disney. And these old Fisher-Price dolls were really nice because they were hard plastic rubber heads and hands, and then these really soft bodies. So they're you know, I can easily see kids beating people over the head with them. Yeah, it hurts a little bit, doesn't it? That's why they don't make these anymore, because they're dangerous.
Dang.
My
turn. Yeah, it's kind of hard.
A little bit. We always keep an eye out for the Fisher-Price made some hard head puppets of Bert and Ernie that we saw once and we didn't buy them, and kind of we regret it now because we should have, because they were a good price. And we were like, well, maybe we'll come back and get them one day. No, there was no one day. When we came back to get them, they were long gone, baby. Long gone. Someday we'll find them, but those are really cool because they have hard heads and hard hands as these puppets, and you can't really puppeteer with it because they don't really move because they're just hard plastic. So
why do you want them?
Because they're nice display pieces and they're really cool looking. So I do have one crazy thing. It's not an action figure, but it's a doll thing. And it was sent to me by our buddy Brent Scarano. He found this at, I want to say it was at a garage sale. You've got a young puppy dog one up there. And now the oldest one is crying. I want to say he found it, there's the Dasher puppy.
This is the other dog that I don't think people have ever seen.
I don't think anyone's ever seen you, buddy. You're usually pretty good. And
say hi.
Just laying. You usually just sleep while we're down here,
don't you? I'm the son of the other dog that don't.
That one. Hi, buddy. Hey, sweetheart. But our buddy Brent Scarano actually found this at, and just like that, magically the dogs are gone. It's crazy. This next thing that we have is a very interesting item. It actually comes from our buddy Brent Scarano, who actually found it out in the wild. He was kind of out exploring and found it and discovered it and put some pictures up of it. And I was like, oh my God, I have wanted that for a long, long time. And he's like, oh, cool. You know, I don't know what I'm going to do with it yet. Well, he ended up sending it to me, and much to this one's dismay, he ended up sending it to me and was like, well, here you go, dude. I thought, oh, look, the dog's back again. Oh my God, it's crazy.
He climbed down the stairs all by himself.
So he actually sent me this item, which is pretty cool, which is something I'd wanted once I realized it existed. I'll show you the box first. And this is very awesome from Tycho, back when Little Mermaid Face first came out. You can't see me, but it's Ariel's Undersea Hideaway. It's awesome. It's amazing. Look at the size of the box. It's humongous. There's a lot of stuff to this. I mean, there's you can do so much with this. I mean, she's got a little hammock, and she's got a little place that she can sit above the ocean, and she's got like a little desk, like a little vanity she can sit behind, a little seashell. She's got a little magic swim wand. And this is pretty good. It's pretty cool. But actually, when it's all put together, and I have to get it because I had to set it down here because it's that big. It is rather immense. It is a very, very big playset. Actually, this bag here we'll get to here in just a second. But it's got a lot of cute little functions. Like it's got these little seashells that you can kind of hang stuff on, and they slide down. You know, over here you can hang her costumes from here. These little pieces, like the little vanity opens up for the mirror. There's a little brush, like a little shampoo bottle in there.
Her treasures that she's found.
Yeah, all her treasures that she's found. There's stuff in all the little seashells here, which is kind of cool. Except for that one, there's nothing in that one. But there's the little fish.
She's got a little hammock
that
over
swim
there.
around. Yep, she's got a little hammock here. These shells here open up. I can get them to open here.
Fat thumbs.
And I got big fingers. This was not made for somebody with big fingers. But the seashells on the side open up. She's got the little rock up here that, you know, part of your world she can lay on and sing. Pretty cool. She's got the little magic swim rod, which you'll put an Ariel doll on there and you can guide it along this rack, or you can just swim her through. Ha ha ha! Little magic swim rod. She's got a phone. There's a little phone here. So she's got a little seashell phone that she can talk to her friends on.
What's this thing?
It's a little boom box.
Oh,
she's got a little treasure chest that opens up there. A little underwater treasure chest. Of course, the seashell that opens up and pops up. There's Prince Eric's statue's face is on a rock. It's crazy. And then we were at I want to say we were at the Belleville Flea Market, and we stumbled across somebody had a vintage original Tycho Ariel doll with her clothes and of course with her mermaid tail.
So did this place set not come with the doll?
No, it did not come with a doll at all.
Okay.
But of course, underneath, I'm going to undress Ariel. This might get crazy for some people. Oh, I lost. Oh God, her bra's off.
Oh no!
Oh no! But of course, underneath, she has her. If I can get her bra back on there, her little seashell bra. Underneath her clothes, she's got a little seashell bra there. Which, if I can get it off, get her dress off here. There we go. Get her dress off, and we can put her tail on here real quick, like so. Pull it on there. I've got some reissues of these, like some different dolls through the years that they made for Little Mermaid. But these are special to me because these would have been out at the time of the film when it was originally released. Tycho was the one that was doing all of the different merchandising and stuff for the dolls when it came out. So I had never actually found an actual original Tycho Little Mermaid doll. But of course, with Ariel's tail on her, of course she's got the legs that can move and moves at the hips, but then you can put the magic swim ring around her waist. It just velcros. It velcros into place there. It's just that nifty little piece there. Actually, matter of getting it on there. Not sure how it's supposed to go. There we go. We'll just do that. You can put the magic swim ring on her, and you can guide her. Of course, you can make her swim like she, twist her back and forth there and do 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 do. Yes, gang, I know I'm a little weird and a little funky, but I love my Little Mermaid stuff. Let me tell you what. And of course, the original Tycho Little Mermaid came with a hard plastic flounder figure, which is pretty cute. But this playset is really neat to me. I didn't know for years that they actually made this playset, and then I discovered through the Tomart's action figure guide that yes, they actually did make this playset. It does exist, and I was like, I gotta have the playset. I must have it somehow.
And dare say, Jason Duvall, where will you put this playset?
I'm not sure yet because it's a big piece and it's a big display piece. So I'm not quite sure where it's going to go at the moment because all my Little Mermaid shelves are full, and this is too big for the shelves that are in there. So we'll find a home for it eventually, somehow, some way. If I have to clean off part of my office desk and put it and display it on the desk, then I'll do that. It's got a whole corner back there that's not used. That's not
going to be a distraction at all.
No, not at all. But a very cool piece, thanks to my.
It is. I like it.
Yeah, it's a very neat. I know I'm breaking it, pulling it apart. It is a very neat display piece, and props to my buddy Brent Scarano for finding it and then sending it to me for free, which was spectacular on his part. Which is, he's a great friend, and I really appreciate it. He knew how much I wanted it and how much it would mean to me. So awesome on Brent's part. Oh, I gotta sit back down here on the floor because it's so big. Okay, there we go. With that out of the way.
Man, thanks for watching. You've taken up all of our time.
No, I haven't. I got a couple of action figures. Actually, I got a few Transformers, which are pretty cool.
Me and Dash should just sit back and relax.
Yeah. I got a few Transformers, which are pretty cool, that we actually found at me and Dad's Toys up near the King County Flea Market. He had these in like a box, and they were like $3 a piece. They're not in the greatest shape. They're missing weapons, but I found a couple of Predacons. So this is pretty cool. And of course, anyone who's familiar with Transformers know that the Predacons was the largest combiner team, because all of these would form a foot and the chest, and it was a big team. And not like the smaller robots that were combiner teams, where you had the smaller, like the jets that were, the Constructicons, even the smaller jets. You had a big one that was the main body. No, these all. If you think this would have been a foot, this would have been a chest. There was a waist, there was a head, there was arms. I mean, it was a big Transformer. But again, their stickers aren't in the greatest shape, and they're missing their weapons and their Predaking accessories, like what they would use to make Predaking. But very cool. But for $3 a piece, I was like, I'm not gonna pass those up, even if they're not complete. I'm like, $3 a piece. I'm never going to see that again. I might as well buy those. So those are pretty cool. And then I found, oh no, I dropped him under.
This is the worst episode ever.
Oh no. And then I found this great guy, which was one of the last movie figures I was missing, which is the Sharkticon. And of course, the Sharkticon showed up in the '86 animated Transformers film. Now, the Sharkticon is missing his tail, and he's actually missing his little Sharkticon arms, which would have plugged into these gray pieces here. But that's fine because I don't usually display them transformed, really. So I really wanted him just because I wanted the robot form, because he's kind of funky looking. It's kind of a clunky Transformer design towards the late end there, but he's neat. He's a fun Transformer. You know, he's got a lot of paint rub on his face and stuff, but you kind of get a feel of what they were when they were sharks. They were like arr. A really fun design for a funky figure that really only showed up in the late series in the animated movie. So he's pretty cool. But for $3, even if it was missing his arm things and his tail, $3 is fine with me. I don't mind. He can be a display piece, and then one day I'll probably find a better version of him for the same price, and I'll buy him and replace him with, replace the junker. So it's kind of how my collection goes, gang. It's kind of how I roll. I got a couple of puzzles. No board games this episode.
We already did some puzzles.
Did we do some?
We did some Sesame Street puzzles already.
That's right, we did, didn't we?
No, I guess it's over.
Well, I guess we did. We did some cute stuff. All right, well, we'll do that. We've got a couple more cute little things here. For people in the '80s, and I want to say this was Kenner. This was a very short-lived line of stuffed animal dolls.
Well, I wonder why they're scary.
You'll find out in a minute. Anyone that remembers Hugga Bunch, it was a very creepy kind of doll line. And this was one of the Hugga Bunch characters that came out.
Scary. We found that at a Savers.
We found this at a Savers in St. Louis. Still has her dresses intact. She's still got a bow in her hair. She's still got her little wristband. The Velcro still works because she was made to hug. These are creepy because their heads are posable, so you can move their heads.
They just creep. The heads are too big, and their foreheads are giant. Yeah. I just don't understand.
What's even creepier is that Kenner produced and paid for a live-action version of this that was made with puppets. It was about a little girl whose grandfather was being sent to a nursing home, and she didn't approve, and she was taken away to the land of the Hugga Bunch characters, and they kind of helped her discover things about herself and whatnot. So it was kind of a very odd.
It didn't make it to.
That was as far as it went. It went to that pilot episode, and they never did it anymore.
Well, if I was the person, I'd be like, no.
It was pretty creepy, and I have it on tape. One day I'll have to show Carrie so she can see what I mean. I have it on VHS tape. Jeez. It's pretty crazy, and I'm sure you can find it on YouTube. But something that was very odd and unique, and I was like, oh, Hugga Bunch, because a year or so ago at an estate sale we went to in St. Louis, there was one sitting in a box that I went to grab, and some lady rushed and grabbed it before I could, and I thought, okay.
We have another one of these, correct?
No, we have small ones. We have small ones that were Taco Bell premiums that had clips that you would clip onto things. So we have those, but we didn't have any big Hugga Bunch, and now I have a big Hugga Bunch. So they're pretty darn creepy, but they're nostalgic and they're fun. So there you go, guys. That's going to wrap us up for this episode of Collection Expansion Extravaganza. We'll be back again real soon with an all-new episode. I promise board games, like we always do for the next episode. We just didn't bring any out. But make sure you go to youtube.com/ToyWorldOrder, hit subscribe. It helps us out tremendously. Also, check out our sister site, ToyWorldOrder, youtube.com/BoardTheShow, where Board the Show itself premieres and airs. Also, go to ToyWorldOrder.com, where you can check out all the great videos that we host there. Everything that you find on YouTube is also on ToyWorldOrder.com. But you can find the podcast, David Duvall's Toys and Collectibles, and Married to the Collection, right there on ToyWorldOrder.com. So make sure you do that. And gang, until next time, keep digging, because you never quite know what you're going to find. No one
wants to find that.
I wanted to find it. Carrie, I love you. Take care, guys. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.